Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Wolf God the Prophet podcast. If you in here, let me know if you can hear me good. Drop a comment. Let me see what's up. We're gonna get started in a couple of minutes. How everybody doing out there? How everybody doing, man? Tony, what's up, man? You doing all right? Can you hear me good, Tony? We got some shit to talk about today. Jay Dennis, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Moment share. Let's go, man. Hey, congratulations, man. You jumped out there head first. I know from a fellow entrepreneur, I know how nerve wracking it can be, but trust me, man, it's gonna free giveaway for the first 5 people. Hey, living tiny with the bushes, that's a good idea, man. On the next live, I think I'm gonna give away something for the first 5 people. That's a good idea. Yes, sir. My sales is down. We got about a few more minutes. I'm gonna get started at 7:27, man. My sales is down 75%. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm actually lying about that number. My sales is down 79%, but 75 just sound better. Mr. Reed Stanley, what's up, man? What's up? Jay Dennis, I get my trailer size built up tomorrow. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. You going to a welder or you doing it yourself? That's what's up, man. What size trailer you using? That's what's up. Congratulations. Must get started in 1 more minute. Give a few people to jump on. I know I said it's 7:30, so I'm a little early. What time is it? 7:26. Nashville, Tennessee. What's up, man? All right, look, y'all. So when you starting this dumpster rental business, you got to ask yourself 3 questions. 3 questions you got to ask yourself. 79% is a lot. Don't start OnlyFans. Hey, man, it definitely hit me. It hit me it hurt, brother. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. It definitely hurt. But when you start in this business, you gotta ask yourself 3 questions. 3 questions. Question number one: where are you trying to take this business? Where you want to go with it, right? Do you just want to be the guy in the pickup truck with a utility trailer or a single dump trailer? Do you want to be the guy, who got about 4 dump trailers or 4 dumpsters and you make a decent living, so it's really not much to you? Or do you want to be the guy like myself that is trying to build something, like I'm trying to build a fucking empire and take over my city? So 79% sales down, that's killing me. Now either one you pick is fine. Mocha Missile Time, what's up, man? Either one you pick is fine, right? If you want to be the guy with a pickup truck and 1 dump trailer, 1 utility trailer, and make some extra money, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be the guy with 4 or 5 dump trailers or 4 or 5 utility trailers, making about 60 grand a year, you work when you want to work, it's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to be somebody that's trying to grow, expand, and actually like make some noise and like compete with like the big dogs, which is what I'm trying to do, that's a different ball game. So I want y'all to ask yourself. I know we got some more people. Listen, I want y'all to ask yourself. This is some homework for y'all. Which one are you gonna be? Do you want to be? Do you want to be the guy with the pickup truck and utility trailer? Do you want to be the guy or female with 4 or 5 dumpsters, make about 60 grand, 70 grand profit, and call it a day? Or do you want to be the guy like myself and try to build an empire and quote unquote take over the dumpster rental industry? That's something you got to ask yourself. The reason why I say that is because if you're gonna be the guy with the pickup truck and one utility trailer, your main clientele base is gonna be residential. It's gonna be residential, and if you go on residential, trust and believe when the wintertime hit, your numbers is going to drop completely, and that's what I'm starting to see. Like if you want to focus on residential, I don't care what anybody tell y'all. I don't care what anybody tell y'all. If business is slow during this time. If somebody say their business is booming, they lying to you. Boo Smith, fam, what's up, man? Have you looked into pallet flipping? I think I have looked into pallet flipping, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think it's one of them businesses that's too good to be true. There is some guy on YouTube. There is some guy on YouTube. He got like a course for like $2,500, and I'm be honest with you, I'm not paying $2,500. I tried to do some digging on my own, but I think it's too good to be true. But anyway, look. So my sales is down 79%, and the reason for that is because residential customers are they just simply not rent dumpsters right now. Residential customers is not. I mean, I could say it's because of the election, but I believe it's because it's getting chilly outside. It's getting cold outside. The holidays is coming up. And residential customers can put that. They can put those projects off. It's not to where they need to get it done. They can put it off to the next spring. Now, what can I do about my sales being down? There's a lot I can do. I can dump money in more marketing. I can dump money in more advertising, more marketing. I can promote my additional services. I mean, I can dump money into the business to get those sales back up. But for me, my whole goal is to not pay money advertising. Like I do not want to pay any money whatsoever. And I know it's gonna be times where I have to, but what's the fucking point? So I'm gonna be honest. This winter, right now, my sales being down 79%. I'm about to eat this all the way until March. Here's the reason why. The reason why is because when you doing this business, you always want to be planning for the next season. So we in the middle of the winter time. I'm currently planning for next summer. So it will behoove me not to focus on what I'm doing now. So when next summer come, then I can plan for the following winter. So that's something y'all gonna have to ask yourself. Like, are you able to take your sales being down during the winter time just so you can plan and prep for the summertime? Because that's what I'm doing. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm not going to dish out more money advertising. I'm not going to waste any more time trying to get with HOAs. Maybe I would do that in the summertime to prep for the wintertime. But it just don't make any sense why I would do that. And you got to ask yourself that. Like I want to be honest with y'all, man. Like the dumpster rental business is simple. It's very, very, very simple. Like to get started is super simple, but it can be complicated and stressful because this is a business where you have to be strategic. You don't it's not like a restaurant where you can be a skilled cook and people love you because you got the skills, you a skilled chef. It's not one of them businesses. Have you ever thought about putting decals with your info on your truck and dumpsters? 1,000%. 1,000%. But that's something I'm not rolling out until next year, 2021. The reason for that is, like I say, it's money. My sales is down 79%. There's no logical reason for me to dump money to put decals on my truck just so I can get more customers. It doesn't make any sense. I'm starting to clean out hoarders houses. Can you come to Ohio? Man, them hoarder houses, man. And that's another thing too, right? Like Even though my sales is down 79%, I still turn down a whole lot of work. Like I turn down house cleanouts, I turn down eviction cleanouts. Um, HOAs call me. They HOAs call me for a dumpster. They want a dumpster on their property for like I can call like three HOAs right now, and all three of my dumpsters I can leave on their property until springtime and make a decent profit. But that's not something I want to do. So you saying that you wasn't prepared for this slow season? Tony Tycoon, good question. 1,000%. 1,000%. I was not prepared for this slow season whatsoever. But I kind of knew I wasn't going to be prepared because I kind of put next summer, I kind of prioritized next summer over this winter time, So, and I know the summer's going to be busy, and it's a lot I got to do. It's a lot that I have to set up. It's a lot that I have to put in place if I want to really capitalize off of next summer. So I had to make a decision. Should I focus on this winter? You know, the money I dish out for this winter could be money I could be using for next summer where I would see a bigger return on investment. So I had to make that decision. I feel like, that was the best decision for me, because I knew the winter time was gonna slow down for me. Like I absolutely knew the winter time was gonna slow down. Without a doubt. I knew when the winter time hit, the business gonna slow down. It's common sense. It's common sense in this type of industry. But what I was more concerned about was next summer. This summer that just passed, I feel like I did not capitalize well. Like I did not take advantage of the opportunities that was there. I missed a lot of money. I this summertime, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I probably missed out about maybe about give or take $55,000. 55K. If I had to just throw a number out there, and I didn't do any calculations, I didn't break it down, but if I had to throw a number out there, this summer alone, I probably lost $55,000. Now, if I would have prepped for this winter time, I probably could have made about $15,000 this winter time. So what I did was I'm like, well, I don't want to miss that money next summer. So forget the winter. I prep for the winter this summer. I prep for the winter at a later time, but I do not want to miss out on the type of money that I could have made this summer. So I just kind of said, fuck the winter time, and whatever I get, I'm gonna have to take that L on the chin. So that's just what I thought about. It just was like that's the only thing that makes sense to me. And you guys gotta ask yourself that, man. If you want to do this business, it's about being strategic. It's about being strategic, right? Like right now we in the wintertime. You should be prepping for the next summer. And you gotta ask yourself, do you want to take that L? What steps do you take to prepare? Well basically it's a lot of things that I needed, right? So first of all, I was telling a lot of people no because I didn't have enough inventory. That's number one. So this summer, I got to make sure my inventory game up so I can not miss a lot. I turned a lot of people away simply because I didn't have enough cans. So this summer, I got to save and make sure I got enough cans to roll out next summer. So that's why I'm prepping. Another thing that I missed out on was certain things, certain advertising things. And I did this at the end of the summer. Like, for example, I would put yard signs up at the Home Depot and the Lowe's. Let me tell y'all something. In the summertime, man, those yard signs, I probably paid $100 for like 5 of them. Those yard signs, man, probably made me about $3,000 off one Home Depot, off one Lowe's. So this go round, I'm going to buy. I'm basically putting them shits at every Home Depot near me, every Lowe's near me. So those are the type of things when I say I need to prep for and get ready for next summer. A lot of businesses are slow right now due to the economy. Yes, that's basically, a lot of businesses is slow right now, But I'm be honest with you. I don't necessarily feel like it's the economy that's slowing me down. I feel like it's my customers, it's my clientele base, and my clientele base is residential. And because it's residential, they can put those projects on hold. There's no need to rush those projects. There's no need to do it right now. It's cold outside, holidays coming up, you know, especially Black Friday, Christmas, and all that. I just feel like in general, as a residential customer, they can put that shit off on hold. And that's why I told y'all in the last podcast, man, the residential side is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's phenomenal. But I like the commercial side. I like to work with people where business don't stop. If it's fucking raining, if it's cold outside, they gotta get rid of that waste because if they don't, they gonna lose money. That's my target. That's my target audience going forward. Like residential is cool. Like that's cool, but if you guys are planning on depending on residential, like if you just want to do it and make you some money, 50, 60 grand a year, get you a couple of dump trailers, couple of utility trailers, there's nothing wrong with that. But just be prepared to put you some money to the side so you can survive the wintertime. Jaden Ritchie says, Bet you've been giving me a lot of knowledge for this business. I'm going to look at 2 trailers tomorrow. Yeah, I would start with 1 though. Make sure you start with just 1. I wouldn't get 2. I would start with 1. You can get them yard signs at print shop wholesale. 1,000%, Tony. As that's a good question, Tony. Or a good statement. I can get those yard signs print shop wholesale. Yeah. So as we speak now, I got I want to say 2,000 yard signs being made up. 2,000 yard signs being made up. I'm probably gonna put like you ain't gonna be able to go in Home Depot and Lowe's and not see no yard sign with me. So I got 2,000 being made as we speak, and I'm not gonna roll those out till next summer. But yeah, so like y'all gotta ask yourself, what you want to do with this business. You got to be very strategic. Have a plan. The video I just dropped yesterday, I talked about having a plan before you even start, man. Before you get your first trailer, before you get your truck, have some type of idea of like what you want to do with this business. Have some type of idea of what you want to do. Because I did not have a plan, because I did not plan this when I started, and I told you I stumbled upon it. But because I did not have a plan, my sales is down 79% today. Because I did not have a plan. So I want y'all to have a plan. I'm making these mistakes and I'm sharing them with y'all because I don't want y'all to go through the same thing I'm going through, right? So you got to have some type of plan or some type of idea of where you want to take this business. Do you want to get into roll-offs? Do you want to just have a dump trailer? Do you just want to have a utility trailer? Like, you got to have some type of plan. That's with anything. That's with any business. You got to have a fucking plan. And I didn't have a plan, and I'm paying for it right now. Literally, I'm paying for it right now. Also, I spoke about this in the last video, is that when you have a plan, it helps you make better decisions on, throughout your whole journey of starting this business. Like, because I did not have a plan, I wasted money on utility trailers. Now I got to figure out how to get that money out of utility trailers and put it in either a dump trailer or a roll off. And I didn't have a plan. I just fucking brought more dumpsters because I thought it was going to make me a whole lot of money. I didn't have a plan. J Jeff, are you doing all the work by yourself? 1,000%, man. I probably won't bring nobody on or hire nobody till I get about 20. Till I get about 20 cans. I am thinking about hiring somebody during the holidays so I can take off. But if business stays slow like this, I don't even think will hire somebody then. But yeah, I'm doing all the work by myself. All the work by myself. It's not a lot of work. It's not a lot of labor work that you have to do, right? It's more so just planning. I know I'm keep saying that repeatedly, but it's more work behind the desk than inside the truck. That's where all the work comes from. Behind the desk than inside the truck. If you're doing it right. If you're doing it right, most of the time you're gonna be behind the fucking desk trying to, strategically plan because like I said, this business, man, is a fucking trash can. It's a dumpster. You can only get so fancy with it, So You can't just fucking, expect people to like your trash can better. It's a trash can. They don't give a fuck who trash can it is. So the only way to like be successful is be strategic and plan. So somebody asked me, damn man, if you're on here, let me know. Somebody asked me earlier when it comes to, I forget your name, market research. So he brought to my attention in his area, I think it's 379 for 10 days. And he was trying to compare his price for a short term rental. And let me tell y'all about the long term rentals, trying to compare that price to your short term, excuse me, to your short term rental. So if you see a company that do like 10 days, 7 days, the only reason why they do that is because they have multiple dumpsters. They got more dumpsters than they need, right? So like if you see a company, and I think he said it was a company for 379 for 10 days or 7 days. If you're on here, man, let me know. And he was charging 250, so he was just trying to figure out, how to compare that. The reason why people do long-term rentals is because they have multiple dumpsters. So imagine you having 20 dumpsters and they all were short-term rentals. You would have to hire a whole lot of people. Like it'd be impossible. So companies with a lot of dumpsters, they do the long-term rentals because it's more beneficial to them for the customer to keep it longer. So, and this kind of what you should do. Like if you see a company, break it down like 5 days. The average is $5 per day. So if you see a company for 379 for 10 days, do subtract like 2 days from that, so that'd be like 8 days, and then you can break it down like, okay, charging $5 per day. You can do it like that. But if you see a company doing long term rentals, don't worry about their price. Stick to your price because they have multiple dumpsters, and that dumpster can sit there for 10 days and they not lose any money because they have enough dumpsters to cover their whole clientele. So, and that was a very good question. I actually ran into that problem when I first started out, trying to compare my prices, and companies will say, "Hey, we give you a 10 yard for 369 for 10 days." And to be honest with you, a customer only people who need a dumpster for longer than 2 or 3 days is like commercial projects. Like they really need it for those 10 days, and more than likely it's gonna be a 15 yard, 20 yard, 30 yard, 40 yard. So don't let them long term rentals kind of discourage you from setting your price. Just kind of break it down. You know, the average is like 2 to 3 days. So do 2 or 3 days and then subtract $5 or add $5 per day that you see the company do it. I guarantee you that's how they breaking it down. So dump trailer next for you. Nah, man, I'm getting into roll offs. I'm getting into roll offs. I may acquire one dumpster. I may acquire one dump trailer, but for the most part, man, I'm getting into roll offs. You know, I'm getting into the roll off game, and I was talking to Troy. Shout out to Troy. Troy got the blueprint, and for him in his city, it don't make sense for him to get into the roll off game because I think he said a 20 yard. Troy, if you on here, let me know, man. I think he said a 20 yard or 30 yard goes for like $300. So, because they dump fees are so cheap. But for me, a 20 yard, 30 yard goes for like 600. You know, so I'm working my way to roll offs. Do you lowball yourself when things are slow? Hell no. No, hell no. You mean like, do I drop my prices to get customers? If that's what you mean, hell no, I don't. Listen, that's a big thing, man. I definitely lowball myself in the beginning. Like, I lowball myself in the beginning, and that's because I didn't do any research. I didn't know anything about the industry. I didn't know anything about the market. I didn't know anything about fucking dumpsters. And in fact, I didn't even know that dumpsters was measured in cubic yards. So not regular, they measured in cubic yards. I didn't even know that. So I lowball myself a whole lot, but nah, I don't lowball myself no more. If you either want it, when it comes to a dumpster, they either want it or they don't. You know, they either want the dumpster or they don't want it. It's simple as that. You know, it's a fucking trash can. You either need it or you don't. What's the best size dumpster to start with if I'm buying my first one? How many yards? That's a J Jeff. That's a good question, right? I get that question a lot. So you got a couple of options. Option one, you can either see what the smallest dumpster is in your area, right? So like call some dumpster rental companies and see what is the smallest dumpster that they have. And if you notice majority of the dumpster rental companies have a 10 yard, start with that. If you notice the majority of them have, a 7 yard or 8 yard, whatever, start with that. Whatever the majority have, because it's people that's been doing it already. So they kind of, that's why I tell people, like, do your market research. They kind of already know what's needed in your area. Like, there's no need to start with a 7 yard dumpster if nobody really uses a 7 yard dumpster. So that's what I would do, to be on the safe side. Or you can just get you a 15 yard dumpster and you can sell it as a 7 yard. You can sell it as a 10 yard, or you can sell it as a 15 yard. You can measure it. You can measure the inside, and fucking just market 7 yards, market 10 yards, market 15 yards. But if you want to save a little money, I would do market research and just kind of see, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Hit that like button. That definitely does a lot for me, you know. Hey, bro, I'm working a full-time job now, but I want to have a side hustle of running dump trailers or regular utility trailer. Which one do you recommend? Is a 7x16 a good trailer to start with? That's a good question, John Doe. Um, that's a good question. So here's what I recommend. Here's my recommendations on dump trailers versus utility trailers. It all just boils down to how much money you trying to start with, right? Like if you trying to like be cheap, put it like this: if I can go back to the very first day I decided to do this business, I would get a dump trailer. It's just because, man, it's just a fucking hassle with the pallets, with the chains. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no reason why you should have 15 or 20 utility trailers. It's just no reason. At that point, you being cheap, man. Like dump trailers and roll offs is where you want to go. But I'm not saying utility trailers is bad. I'm not saying they're bad. But keep it to a minimum. If you want to do utility trailers, don't do no more than five. Get you five utility trailers and just stick to that. That might make you $50,000 a year. Stick to that. But there's no way you should have 20 fucking utility trailers, man. First of all, you being cheap. Second of all, you pay the maintenance cost. Can you imagine the fucking maintenance cost on 20 cheap ass utility trailers? Like it just don't make any sense. Just not to me, not to me. Like if you want to like expand, if you really want to like take over the dumpster rental business industry, you should be thinking about, okay, at some point I need a dump trailer. At some point I need a roll off. But if, like I say, if you just want a few utility trailers, that's fine. But please do me a favor, keep it at five. Six is the max. If you're gonna use utility trailers, there's no fucking way you should have 15 to 20 to 30 utility trailers, right? Like it don't make no sense. You would never be able to grow like that. Like and you just wasted money into utility trailers, So definitely, that's why I say have a plan. Where do you want to take this business? Do you want to just stay a small local guy and make some money on the side? Get you a couple utility trailers. Do you want to make this business your full-time job? You know, get you some dump trailers. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to like compete with like waste management, get you some roll-offs. That's my goal. Young Guns, how are you dumping your trailers? I want to say 80% of the time I'm manually unloading, and if I can't manually unload, I use the chain and skid. It just depends on because they charge me to pull that shit off, and that's what I'm saying. If I don't care what fucking landfill you go to, man. If they pulling that shit off for you, they gonna charge you. Or they either gonna charge you, or if they don't charge you, they don't give a fuck about your equipment. and they putting that big ass bulldozer in your utility trailer. And if it breaks, it breaks. The pallet breaks, it breaks. If some shit gets stuck, it gets stuck. So it's just like I just don't see the logic in having 15, 20 utility trailers or regular trailers, with walls built. Get you some dump trailers or some roll-offs. Yep, young guns, yeah, chain method, yeah, definitely. So, but young guns, like, I don't want you to get. I know they cheap. Listen, man. I know the utility trailers is cheap. I know you can get them from dirt cheap, but fucking just like, man, y'all do me a favor, man. Just keep it at five. Do not get no more than five utility trailers. If you get any more than five utility trailers, A, you wasting money. B, you losing money. C, your maintenance cost is gonna be so fucking. It's gonna be ridiculous. Your maintenance cost is gonna be ridiculous. Let me tell you, the utility trailers is not really built to be dumpsters, right? Like we just figured out like a loophole. They not really built to be dumpsters. You know what I mean? Like we just fucking figuring out a loophole. We just like, man, this is what we can do to get our foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? But they not really built like that. They cheaply built. The fucking axles is cheaply built. You know what I'm saying? The tires on there is no good. Like that shit is cheaply built. So the maintenance costs you're gonna have with utility trailers is gonna be through the roof. And why I'm talking about that, that's another good thing. Like if you want to be successful in this business, do not get no fucking debt. Please do not get no debt. Do not use no debt. Do not use no loan because and keep your overhead low. Keep your expenses low. Because that's the only way you're gonna make some money in this business. Because like I say, and I know I say this a lot, like the dumpster business is a dumpster business. It's a trash can. You take it to the dump and you pay a dump fee. We not shelves. We not hairstylists. We not barbers. We can't just fucking charge what we want to charge. So to be successful, you gotta be smart, man. Like you don't need any debt. Just a little hard work and you can be where I'm at. You can be where the next person at. If you just put in a little hard work and fuck alone, man. Like you're not gonna make no money. Uh, Boo Smith, I heard the dump trailers are very hairy. You need a solid 1 ton truck to pull it. That is true, but it's yes and no, right? Like dump trailers are heavy. Dump trailers are heavy, and you do need a 1/4 ton or 1 ton truck. But here is the kicker: if you get a 12 foot or 10 foot or if you get anything less than 14 foot, you can get by with a 1/4 ton truck. You know what I'm saying? A half ton truck. I'm sorry. You can get by with a half ton truck if you get a 10 foot dump trailer or a 10 foot, 12 foot. Hell, they even got 8 foot dump trailers. You can get you an 8 foot dump trailer and put 6 feet high walls on there. So it's ways to get around it. But trust me, if you got 4 utility trailers, you making you enough money to save up and go buy you a truck cash. And then once you buy your truck, then get you a dump trailer. Like you gonna be making the money to get you a 1 ton truck to pull a dump trailer. And I don't even know if you need a 1 ton. I think you can do it with a 1/4 ton truck. Like I mean, 1 ton is like killing it. But I do hear people say like if you get you a 1 ton truck, you get you a 1 ton diesel, you would never have to buy you a truck. Do you think the dump trailer is too high in the back? No. Like for customers to load it? No, no. They'll figure this shit out, man. Trust me. Like if it's a ramp, they don't give a fuck. They figure it out. And in some dump trailers, they sell you a ramp with it. But nah, they'll figure this shit out, man. Like it's trash. They don't care. They just want to get rid of the shit. Like they just want to get rid of it. They don't care how they get rid of it. Do you have a dumpster insured, and if so, what kind? So the insurance I use is Next, Next, Next Insurance. That's a general liability insurance, and that'll cover you if you fuck somebody's shit up. Also, make sure you get full coverage on your truck. When you get full coverage on your truck, make sure that covers anything you pull on your pickup truck. If not, you probably want to get you another insurance company because if you can get your regular insurance, full coverage on your truck, if you can get that, and then you can get them to cover anything you pull, That'll save you a whole lot of money when it comes to insurance. Now, when it comes to trailer theft, I don't have any insurance when it comes to trailer theft because I'm not worried about my trailers getting stolen. But yeah, so so I just want y'all to plan. I know I said that repeated times, but listen, you can save a lot of headache. You know, you can save a lot of money. You can fucking be make a lot of money if you just have a plan. Like if you just have a plan on what you want to do. Whether you get your walls welded, I got it welded at a local shop out here. There's some local shop out here. How much would you pay yourself off a 2 day rental of 300? That's a good question, John Doe. How much would you pay yourself off a 2 day rental of 300? And here's some truth. You're probably not gonna like this answer. I probably pay myself like $15, $20. So, but let me explain that. I'll pay myself like $15, $20. But why I'm trying to take this business is on like I'm trying to fucking like make some noise to waste management. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to take my business. Like I'm trying to like in my city, I want to get to a point to where a dumpster don't get dropped unless it's with dumpster rentals or waste management. So, and I know what that takes. That takes me sacrificing and putting every single dime I make back into the business. But shit, man, if you just want to make you a couple of extra bucks, and you just want to do it on the side, whatever your expenses is out of that 300, pay yourself. So if your expenses is if 2 day rental $300 and it costs you $50 to like run everything, shit, pay yourself $250. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, every fucking dime I make going back into the business. How many trailers do you? How many trailers do you, and what size do you have? How many trailers do you? I'm not sure what you mean by that. And what size do I have? 7 yards. What's the high cost for a welding? I feel like anything. It depends on the size, your size trailer, man. So like for me, I got a 10 foot long trailer, 4 feet high. I paid $1,000. I feel like that's kind of on the high end. How much do you think material will cost for a 10-yard dumpster? That's a good question. Probably about. It really just depends on the type of trailer. I say between $200 to $500. White Smoke, did they supply the sheet metal or did you supply? No, they gave it to me. They did the sheet metal. So it was $1,000 and that was everything included. Why aren't you worried about your trailers being stolen? I'm not sure what you mean. Why I'm not worried about it? Do you mean like? I'm not sure what you mean. Why I'm not worried about it? They can't be stolen. I mean, if I have them on my property, it's kind of tough to get back there where they at. If that's what you mean. Did you ever find that deal at U Trailer for 3 roll-offs for 11? Oh shit, cousin recruit. Yes, soon I got off the live, man. I went to go find, and no. Actually, JRE hit me up and told me that he was mistaken. Yeah, that's not a deal. That's nowhere to be found. Cause I definitely was looking for it too. Does the sheet metal add a lot of weight? The sheet metal added about 25, 30 pounds. And I got some thin sheet metal, man. Like somebody hit me up and said that the welder didn't want to do it, but I got the thinnest sheet metal. Like the thinnest sheet metal I can get, that's what I put on there. So they don't need to be that thick. They don't need to really be that thick. But just get you some thin sheet metal. But yeah, so listen, y'all. Here's my plan, right? So here's my plan. My sales being down 79%. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get back to y'all questions in just a second. So my sales is down 79%. Oh, before I get into that, here is a tip that I want y'all to do right now. And I didn't do this in the beginning. Listen, for every person the day you start, for every person you tell no, I want you to track that. I don't give a damn if you got to write it down. I don't give a damn if you got to put it in like a spreadsheet. Like whatever you got to do, I want you to track every single person you tell no from the day you start. From the day you start, track that, right? So in the beginning, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I would just tell people no, and I would go on about my day. I didn't do that. But let me tell you why I should have done it. So now my sales has dropped. I've been tracking everybody I said no. So I went back, I tracked every person that I told no since my sales has dropped. And I went back, I looked at it, I said, okay, if I could have told every person yes, my sales wouldn't have dropped. I would have continued to peak, you know? And that's something I wish I would have did in the beginning. I mean, but I eventually caught on to it. But every person you say no, I want you to track why you say no to that customer. Why did you not take that customer? I want you to track that. Put that down somewhere. Write it down, spreadsheet, Excel, in your notes, whatever you got to do. And I know it's going to be tedious, but trust me, you're going to be able to use this information. And at the end of the month, I want you to look at that list and ask yourself, okay, how can I put myself in a position to tell every customer on this list yes? Right? So that's what I started doing with my sales drop. And now I'm starting to realize, okay, now I know what I need to do next winter time to continue to make money. So for me, a lot of people I'm telling no is they want to fucking roll off. They want to roll off. It's they business. They working on some type of business. It's business. So next winter time, I'm gonna put myself in a position to take those commercial loads. That's my plan. And I wish I would have did this soon I started, man. I wish I would have had this information literally the first day. 1/8 inch thick steel. Yeah, I know you asked me that Mocha Missile time. Was that the correct one? Is it pretty thin? 1/8 of an inch? UW offer 5 containers in a trailer for around 22,500. Yep, that's true. That's true. And I got to figure out how to get that number down, Michael. UW offer 5 containers in a trailer for around 22,000. I'm trying to figure out how to get that number down, man. They like the cheapest right now, but somebody got to fucking match. They don't even have the best equipment, from what I saw. Mr. Muggin, you just said you're not worried about your trailer being stolen. Can they not be stolen while with the customer? Mr. Muggin, you have to shoot me an email, and I'll tell you. I only give that information to people with the blueprint. But no, I'm not worried about it being stolen with the customer. But to prevent theft, all y'all have to do is just put a fucking hitch on it. You know what I mean? Just put a fucking hitch on it, and that's part of the business, man. I don't want y'all to get analysis paralysis, and and think about these things that can happen. Like that's part of the fucking game. If it gets stolen, it gets stolen. That's what happens, right? Like you go on Walmart, people steal stuff out of Walmart every single day. That's part of the game. That's something you gotta prepare for. That's something you gotta have, something in your back pocket. It's the right size metal for your children. Okay, 1/8 of an inch thick for the steel. That's what it is. Why aren't you taking HOA jobs to keep you going while you planning for the summer? I'm confused. I don't want to. I don't like HOAs. I don't like dealing with. I can deal with customers who live in HOAs, but I don't like dealing with HOA management. Right? Like to me, they just so fucking. I'm not saying I never will. But like, if a customer lives in the HOA, I take that all day. But HOA management, man, they just so like entitled. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I see why nobody else will mess with them. One, they so entitled. Two, just because they're HOA and just because they can like give you, just because they give you like they expect some type of crazy ass discount. Like they just a pain in the ass to deal with. Like they just a pain in the ass to deal with. And to me, the money I would get, it just simply wouldn't be worth it. Now, in the future, if I got 30, 40 cans and I can fucking drop one off to a HOA neighborhood and not worry about it for 2 weeks, yeah, maybe, But like they just a pain in the ass. Like for example, I did one HOA. The agreement was she wanted to keep the dumpster over the weekend. and she was gonna let everybody know, hey, if you got something, the dumpster will be here. Come place it over the weekend. And in the contract, it literally stated you got this dumpster to the weekend. And Monday come rolling around, man. I go pick up the dumpster. She called me, and it was just like it almost felt like it was her fucking dumpster. You know what I mean? Like she was like, "Why you pick it up?" You know. So I just don't like dealing with HOAs, man. And the money just not worth it for me. You know. But and that's me. It may be worth it to y'all. Like dealing with HOAs may be worth it to y'all, but not to me. Not to me. Yeah, Michael Joseph. HOAs are headache. They are fucking. Listen, they are like headaches, man. Like they are just like headaches. Like I don't think they headaches, man. They want some deals. They want you to be cheap. They want you to be flexible. They want to be number one. They don't care about nothing else you got going on. And they never stick to their agreement when it comes to like money wise. Yes, they stick to that. But like if they want a dumpster for a weekend or a couple of days to give the residents some time to dump it in, it's always we need it for this day. We don't know how long we gonna need it. We don't know. We don't know. We should why you can't leave it anyway? Why you worried about it? Like it's just a fucking they just headaches, man. They just headaches. Like people who work for HOAs, I don't have nothing against them, but I just don't want to do business with them. You know, all business is not good business to me. To me, that's how I feel about it. Is a 7x16 dump trailer too big to start off, or a 7x14? That's a good question, John Doe. It all comes down to your budget. You know, what can you afford? If you can afford a 7x16, then obviously you got more room to take stuff. You know, I would recommend getting a 7x12. I don't think I would recommend getting anything longer than a 12 foot. Maybe a 14 foot if you got a little extra cash. White smoke. How far will you travel to drop a dumpster off? 25 miles. That's a good question, man. That's a very good question. My sales is down 79%. If I wanted to make more money, all I gotta fucking do is expand. You know, like go over to the next city over. You know, instead of doing 25 miles, I can do 50 miles. I'm not about to do fucking 50 miles. Like I'm just about to take this L on the chin, right? I'm not about to dump any more money to try to make up sales for the wintertime when I know all the money I make needs to go to the summertime because my return on investment is going to be 20 times higher. So I'm not gonna expand to the next city over just to make up some money. And don't get me wrong, even though it's down 79%, that's still I can still make a decent profit off that, right? So I know I'm saying 79%. I don't want y'all to think like, damn, that's no money. I basically went from like 5 grand to like 1 grand a week. You know, like that's still a good profit. But I'm not about to, and that's gross too. I'm not about to like dump all this money into fucking the wintertime and then the summertime I got my thumb up my ass because I didn't put all the money into the wintertime trying to make more money. So I just gotta take this on the chin. I gotta take this wintertime on the chin. And then when this summer comes up, I'm gonna start prepping for the wintertime, you know? And that's me. I'm not saying this way is the right way. I'm basically saying that's just me, what I want to do. That's why I tell y'all to have a plan. You know, if you have a plan in the beginning, it will help you make some better decisions. It will help you make decisions throughout your journey while doing this business. If you have some plans in the beginning, if you have a plan in the beginning. So like if you know your plan is to like, okay, I just need 4 dumpsters, 3, 4 dumpsters, and I'm good with that. Like give me 60 grand a year and I work when I want to work. I got the time, I'm good with that. Then yeah, when the winter time comes, just expand a little bit. You know, go. You know, if you do 25 miles on a regular, do 45 miles, and you'll be just fine in the winter. You know, or think about an additional service you can do. You know, charge this one to the gang. It'll be like it'd be like that. Oh yeah, Jay. Yeah, I'm taking it on the chin because I know what I need to do. Watch the weight on the dump trailer. They are heavy. Yeah, they definitely are heavy. And I may get one dump trailer, maybe two. But I'm not really getting into dump trailers. I may get one, maybe two. Now, y'all don't hold me to that. But I'm definitely my goal is to get into roll offs. That's my goal. I stay in Jacksonville, Florida. In the past few weeks, I've driven by a few lots where I've seen dump trailers sitting on the lots not being used. Is that because it is slow or they're not marketing well? All right, so that's a good question. So if you in the summertime, if you in the heat of the summertime and you're not making any customers, that means it's your marketing. You're not marketing well. Now, if it's in the wintertime, it can be two. It can be both. You're not marketing well, or B, it's just slow, or A and B. So like the wintertime is really hard to sell. It's really hard to tell. You can boost your sales in the wintertime, you know, if you pump out more advertisement, right? If you pay for more ads, you can boost your. If you expand, you can boost your sales. If you have specials and deals, you can boost your sales. So like a residential customer probably know, okay, it's gonna cost me $260 for a dumpster. If I want to drop it down to 200 for 3 days, that's a deal they can't refuse. I can run an ad, a wintertime special, So it's things you can do to boost your sales. Are you selling your dumpsters when you get dump trailer roll offs? Yeah, I'm gonna give one of them away when I hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm gonna give one away, and then I'm gonna sell the rest. I missed the first few minutes, but what about curbside junk removal? So that's another thing too. I can promote that. I can promote that more. But I just choose not to throw money into advertising right now. Right? I can throw more advertisement in that junk removal, curbside pickup, winter special or fall special. I can do that. Throw a couple of ads on Facebook. Give it to make it a deal so sweet that customers have to jump on it. That's something I can 1,000% do. But for me, I'm not fucking changing my prices. I'm not running no specials. Even me being down the profit of 15, 16% that I'm making, I feel like I can continue to make that and still put that money for next summer. So it just depends on what you want to do, what your plan is. It just seems dump trailers are better in the long run. 1,000%, Antoine. I don't know if you just jumped on, but like, 1,000%. Dump trailers and roll offs are better in the long run. That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Please do me a favor. Please do not fucking have five, six. Keep it at 5 or 6. Do not have no more than 6 utility trailers, right? Don't have 10, 15 trailers where you gotta fucking use a pallet. That means you gotta buy chains for all those trailers. That means you gotta find pallets for all those trailers. Chains break, pallets break. It's just it will be a headache. So dump trailers and roll-offs are better in the long run. You're gonna save money, you're gonna save time, you're gonna be more efficient, and your maintenance costs gonna be way low, which means your overhead costs gonna be low, which means more money in your pocket. Have you started running Facebook ads again? No. Where I'm at right now, I'm not dumping any more money into my business. I mean, any more money into promoting. I'm not buying any more new equipment. I'm not buying anything else. Every single dime I make, that's going to next summer. Somebody just commented and said for a roll off is $22,000. For like the package deal or whatever. So like every single dime I make is going back into my business because I missed a whole lot of fucking money this summertime. And like I say, if I would have tracked it, I would have been able to give y'all guys an exact number. So make sure you tracking every single person you tell no. Make sure you tracking that. Make you a spreadsheet. Put it in. Okay, I told 3 customers no this week. I told this customer no for A. I told this customer no for B. And ask yourself, okay, how can I put myself in a position to, meet that demand next year, next time go around. So it's dump trailers and it's roll offs, y'all. Like, listen, them utility trailers they okay to start. Like, they're fine to start with, but they're not built. They're not built to do this. So like, get your foot in the door with the utility trailer. But you should be working on getting a dump trailer or roll off. That's what you should be working on. So that's why, to answer your question, no, I'm not paying Facebook ads. I'm not doing all that because I'm gonna take it on the chin and I'm gonna put that money back into my business. How do you keep up with all your trailers? What do you mean? How do I keep up with them? I'm not sure what you mean. Roll offs, that's what's up. Yes, roll offs is that's what a game at, man. Every single person should be a goal. Roll offs or dump trailers. Like put yourself and listen, I'm not saying utility trailers are bad. I know I keep saying that, but I just want y'all to know that. Like, I don't want y'all to think like, damn, now I can't get no utility trailers because Wolf said they bad. No, start with one, maybe two, maybe three. But don't fucking have 20 trailers where you got to use a fucking a pallet and a skid. It's just not where's it at. Is a 5x5 trailer too big for residential? A 15x5? Shit, man, I never even heard of that type of trailer. Uh, I don't think so. Is it too big for residential? I don't think so. I wouldn't. I never even seen a 15 by 5. I don't even think that's. I don't even think. I don't even think they make those. I don't know. Is that a car trailer? I don't know. What's a good price for one roll off? One roll off trailer or one roll off can? Because I think from what I saw, the roll off trailers is about 10 to 11,000, and then the cans can range from about 2 to 5,000 depending on the size. Three new dump trailers is about 24K. Yeah, them dump trailers cost money, man. They cost money, but they gonna make you a lot of money. They gonna make you a lot of money. So you want to get into dump trailers or roll off. That should be your goal. That should be your goal. Do you still recommend a utility trailer to start with, or a dumpster truck or a trailer? You probably meant trailer if possible. Listen, if you got the money to get you a dump trailer, get you a dump trailer. Get you a dump trailer. And some of y'all know the story. I stumbled upon this business. Like it wasn't no fucking I didn't have a plan. But if I can start all over again, day one, I would have got a dump trailer. I think I spent 25 total for my utility trailer. I would have kept that in my pocket, put another 3 grand with that, and got me a dump trailer. It would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of headache. And does the brand of the roll off matter? Can you have different brand cans? We gonna talk about that, man. I'm gonna go in more details. Like when I get my roll off and my roll off cans, I'm gonna talk more in details. I don't want to give you any information because I don't even have one yet. So I couldn't give you a good solid answer, but definitely stay tuned, man, because I'm definitely gonna give me some roll offs and I'm gonna pay cash for it, and we gonna talk about it. In my area, dump trailers are 1,200 used. Yeah, so like if you got $1,200, and you like, man, fuck working this 9 to 5. Fuck working this 9 to 5. Let me put my $1,200. I got $1,200. Let me go be something or make something that I can call my own. If that's all you got, get you a utility trailer, put some walls up, get started, make you some money, put that money back into your business, buy you a dump trailer or buy you a roll off. A very old dump trailer is 3K here. Shit, it must be super old because I can't find no dump trailer nowhere for 3K. Not where I'm at. Do you use pallet and chain for a roll off? No, you don't use a pallet and chain for a roll off. It's a dump. You can just press a button and it dump. Are you getting a stronger front? Are you getting a stronger truck for your dump trailers? Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. My truck, man, my truck made me a lot of money. I'm gonna ride my truck till that motherfucker break down. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack on YouTube. People gonna say, "Oh, that truck is this." Listen, it's a 2005 Ford F-150 with damn near 300 something thousand miles on it, and it's made me a lot of money. If it breaks down tomorrow, I cannot complain. So I'm gonna ride that truck until it fall down. Until it break down on me. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I do plan on getting A powerful truck, 1,000%, 1,000%. It's a few I'm looking at. That's like 2,500, 3,500 trucks. I'll definitely get a plan on, but I'm not in a rush to get a bigger truck at the moment. Like I say, I'm going to drive that mug until the wheels fall off. Not literally, but y'all get the point. Hit the thumbs up, people. He's talking real stuff. Yes, man. If y'all can tap that like button for me, man. YouTube would. I don't, for some reason, if you can watch the video, but if y'all don't hit the like, YouTube won't think people like it. So most cans are universal, but you can buy the package deal from Texas Pride. They are special sizing. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm noticing that you can use, multiple cans. And I'm definitely learning about roll off trailers and roll off cans at the moment. But I say come January, I'm gonna pull the trigger and buy me a roll off. Meaning they won't work on any other truck. Yeah. Want to join the conversation? I'm not sure what you mean. What's the most you can haul on a Ford F-150? So my towing capacity on my Ford F-150 is 5,500 pounds towing capacity. That's the most I can tow. So with the utility trailer is about 2,500 pounds. And let's say I got a ton in there, that usually puts me right at the max. So, but that's with my truck. Each truck is different, so you just have to check your towing capacity with your truck. Each truck is different. They are not the same. Each one is different. Almost every other roll off is universal except hook lift or wrench hookup. See, that's something I didn't know. See, that's something I didn't know. But I'm definitely doing my research on roll offs right now, and I'm gonna pull the trigger come next year, 2021. Come next spring, where do you see your business at? Come next spring, I'm be in the roll offs game, man. I'm not gonna be. I may have a utility trailer, I may not, but I'm definitely gonna be making some money in the roll off game next spring for sure. And that's why I tell y'all, like, if I would have had this plan in the beginning, I would have not wasted money on utility trailers. I just would have been stacking that money. Because them fucking roll offs and them roll off trailers is expensive, man. What are the type of ways that customers can book your dumpsters? Phone, web, etc. Just phone calls right now. Now, I'm glad you brought that up because I made the mistake of fucking trying to like make my website myself and it didn't turn out well. So I got to pay somebody to do me a legit website. But, we coming into like this new, you know, I guess, I don't know what they call it, but I guess customers want to do stuff more on the web. So I'm definitely going to take my business web to where you don't even have to call, you can just book it on the web. So I definitely see, like, that's another thing I'm gonna be rolling out next spring. Customers can book it on the website. Why are you content on being slow for the winter? Because like the money I'm making now, right? So like I can dump more money into my business, and I can dump money into my business and boost up my sales for the wintertime, or that same money that I would plan to boost up my sales in the wintertime, I can put that into back into my business to buy roll offs. At this point, I'm more concerned about buying roll offs than making money in the wintertime. Like, or I can start expanding. I can run more ads. I can pay for advertisement. But the money that I make being slow is still a good enough profit for me to take that money and put it into my business and buy some roll offs. Because I need roll offs. I need trucks. I need a new truck. I got to get my truck wrapped. I got to pay for websites. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. It's a lot of things that I have to put back into my business so I can be locked and loaded for next summertime. And that's just me. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it. But like I can take. Somebody can take 50%. I guess it just depends on you. What you want to do, and or how you want to do it. But for me, every single dime I make, I want to put that into growing my business. So I can dump money in advertisement. I can do little creative things for advertisement and boost my sales up for the winter. But I'm taking this one on the chin because I didn't plan for it. So it's kind of like this is my fault. What's up, my friend? Hey, Bobby, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? What's the weather like out there in Tennessee? I guess I'm confused because if you invest a bit in marketing, when you make more, I see I see the point you making, but I think for me, uh, I just don't see it being a high return on investment, right? In the wintertime. Like, especially because I'm strictly residential. Like, if I had roll offs, of course, I can invest more and then get more. But to me, I'm taking the chance on instead of advertising this wintertime, taking that money, I can take that money and put it to roll offs and prepare for the next summer. I feel like my money would triple than me paying that extra money for advertisement just to make a few extra, $1,000 during the wintertime. The money you put in now turns into more money and equals more money to invest, right? 1,000%, 1,000%. That's definitely another way to look at it, And I guess for me, I'm just satisfied, right? Like it really just comes down to like, now if I wasn't making any money, then okay, let me put some money in advertisement. Like I'm satisfied with the amount of money that I make now. I can continue to put that money into my business for the summertime. It just boils down to, what the person want to do, what y'all want to do, like you don't have to, you don't have, and then I'm small too. Like I can only, that's another thing I want y'all to realize. Like I have to be careful with advertisement because I got utility trailers. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a very unique residential market. Like I have fucking utility trailers. Like the more I advertise, the more people I tell no, the more they won't call me back. So like when I get in roll offs, yes, I'm a 1,000% do that because I won't be telling people no. Not that many people. Like I got utility traders. You gotta be careful with that. Like when people see dumpsters, they don't think of a utility trailer. Like they just want a dumpster. So when you put that out there, somebody may call you and say, hey, I got some shingles. You can't take that shit with a utility trailer. So it just kind of like, 50-50, I guess. How active are you in your business during the winter? Is it dangerous hauling in the winter? I mean, I'm in Georgia, man. So I don't know what you mean. Is it dangerous? Like I don't have snow. I can imagine that. I can imagine you mean like during the snow. I don't have any snow. You probably have to ask somebody that haul dumpsters in the snow. I think that's what you mean. But I'm in Georgia, so it's just chilly. That's all. You were saying you trying to compete with waste management, but in Chatham, what do you mean? You were saying you say you was trying to compete with waste management in Chatham, but what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is, and it's not gonna happen overnight. Like I'm not gonna be a major competitor to waste management overnight, but I want to get to a point to where I got 30, 40, 70, 100, 200 roll off cans. Like I want to be with the top dogs. And that may take some time. Like I want 20-yard cans. I want 30-yard cans and maybe some 40-yard cans because that's all I see around here. And that may take some time. But that's why I want to take my business. Like the residential side is cool, but I don't want to be on the residential side. Like it made me a lot of money. It made me a ton of money, but that's not where I want to take my business. So I want to build a business big enough to where like one of my direct competitors is waste management. Like now, a direct competitor may be somebody with utility trailers that does the same thing. Those are my direct competitors. I want my direct competitors to be the big quote unquote companies. Advertisement is the key to growth. 1,000%. I definitely agree with you. Advertising is the key to growth. But I also believe that, if you say you got something, you should have it. What I mean by that is if you advertise dumpsters, I feel like you should have it. And I just don't feel like I got it. I don't feel like I have the equipment to go crazy with advertisement. Because I know, like in the beginning, I started out like advertising like crazy, and the phone was ringing off the hook, and I would get 10 to 15 calls a day, and I would tell, 14 people no. So you just have to make sure that you got the right equipment before you jump out there and just start advertising. That's what I think, at least. I just don't feel like I have the right equipment to just like go crazy with advertising. I don't have all the inventory. Sunny and 70 in Tennessee. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What's good, bro? Got my truck today. Dump trailer tomorrow. Donnell, what's up, man? Let me know if you got that contract. I think I texted. I sent you that contract. Let me know if you got that. If you the same Donnell Smith, I'm not sure. You have thoughts on gas versus diesel when buying a truck for dump trailers? No, I do not. I have never owned a diesel a day in my life. So, I always tell myself when I buy my first diesel, I want it to be brand new because I want to learn on something new. And because I heard, and this is what I heard through my research, like diesel is like a different beast. Diesel is a different monster. So it's not like gas. So I couldn't tell you, I have heard get you a diesel truck, it'll last longer. I have heard that, but I couldn't tell you anything from my personal experience. But if you have the money to get you a diesel, then get you a diesel for sure. But just make sure you know about diesel trucks before you put that money into it. Where can I get good quality advertising stickers for a good price? I'm not sure what you mean advertising stickers. Like, what do you mean stickers? Like, do you mean like custom wraps or vinyls? Not sure what you mean by that. Just want to say thanks for all the input and really trying to help people you don't know. I'm serious about getting started real soon. Thanks to you giving it to me in the raw. Never worry about them. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. No problem, man. Stay tuned, man. I got some big things coming for sure. Don't worry about them haters. Misery loves company. Thanks again. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Do you think there's more security in business? Do you think there's more security in business versus residential? Yes. Business, I feel like is more security, right? Like, if you serious about this business, I think you should be trying to plan to get to commercial as businesses. I think that should be your goal because those are going to be your repeat customers. Those are going to be the ones that pay you the price that you want. Those are going to be the ones that's going to use you years around. Residential, yes, you're going to make some money. But if you want to do this business like full time, now if you just want to do it part time, make about 60, 70 grand a year, I feel like you can do residential. I get you like 3 or 4 dump trailers, and I feel like you can handle residential. And that's it. Do you partner with other businesses? No, I do not. I do not partner with other businesses. I got the contract. Thanks, bro. All right, no problem, man. Love the channel. Love your transparency on the good and bad. Keep it up, bro. No problem. The ones you put on the dumpster. Oh, check out. You want to look up. I know what you're talking about. The advertisement rap. You want to Google like local raps in your city. Who do raps and vinyl stickers in your city? Do you run on a schedule? Yes, for the most part, yes. I typically run on a schedule. Great info from this brother, and he has no problem sharing. Appreciate you, family. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. It's a big election, so people are watching how they spend their money right now. Things will come back to normal. Oh yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. How do I get the blueprint from you? Go on my last video. Look in the description. Bobby, what part of Tennessee? So Ham Fights Kitbox is in Tennessee. Bobby, you in Tennessee. Maybe y'all can work together, if y'all both starting out. So I would definitely y'all two get together. How do you secure a trailer when you drop it off at a customer house? Hey Donnell, I'll get with you, text me, I'll get with you on that. What's the max days you rent out your trailers? This is the last question, I'm gonna head out. So the max days I rent out my trailer is I think made a video on that. I think I made a video on that, Brandon. I can't remember, but I can't remember when I dropped it. But so the max days that I'm doing is 2 days, 3 days at the max because I don't really 3 days. I say don't start doing long-term rentals until you got the equipment to where customers can call you and you can still serve them. So 3 days max is for me. After 3 days, you got to rebook it again. What's the most you can make in the dumpster rental business? Um, the most you can make? I feel like that question is too broad. Like, what do you mean? Like, it depends on how many dumpsters you have. It depends on your overhead. It depends on your expenses. It depends on your debt. You know, like I feel like a good number. I I feel like a good number. If you got 4 to 5 dump trailers and you stick in a residential, I think you can make about 50 grand. I say 30 to 50 grand. Hey, bro, good looks. Ham flight box right outside Nashville. But yeah, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Do me one quick favor, man. Y'all smash this like button for me, man. Cause YouTube, if y'all like this content, YouTube don't know that if y'all don't smash the like button. So if y'all can do that for me, man, I really appreciate y'all. Tap the like button, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.